Hello, and welcome to your distance learning English with Miss Sherman. In this course, students will understand the different types of evidence by exploring news segments about COVID-19. We will identify anecdotes and explore the differences between facts and opinions. After students are comfortable with the three types of evidence, students will learn how to vertically read a source to tell if it's real or fake. And for the last lesson, students will explore what a filter bubble is and how that shapes the news they are receiving. I will also go over the final project for this video. But first, we will start by exploring our Google Classroom. Here is your Google Classroom. Try to stay off the stream. I will use the stream only when there are announcements, but everything you need is going to be under the Classwork tab. So once you engage the Classwork tab, you'll see all the topics here. You're going to start here. This is the video you're watching. I also have down here questions. Please, please, please post your questions here, unless it's a personal question about an assignment or you're letting me know that something's going to be late or you've been out for some reason. Please post your questions here because they will help other students in this course. For your syllabus, we will have 4 lessons. You can do these at your own pace. All assignments are due on the last day of the session. No incompletes will be given. Please stay in touch with me. If for any reason you have things going on with your family, so long as you are in touch with me, I will make accommodations. If I don't hear from you, I can't help you. So again, no incompletes will be given unless I hear from you. Lessons 1, 2, 3, and 4 all come with a quiz. Each one of these is worth 0.25 points. You need to get a C or better on the quiz to pass this class. All of the questions are given to you up front. So if you go back to your Google Classroom and you go under Start Here, you're going to see this video. You're going to see the syllabus, which I'm going over with you right now, and you're going to see quiz questions. I suggest you make a copy of this, and every video you watch, write the answers right here. These are the exact questions that are going to be on the quiz. You may use your notes on the quiz. So again, make a copy of this. It's under Google Classroom, Start Here, and use this as a guide when you're watching your videos. Again, quiz questions right here. Going back to our syllabus. So in order to receive credit for English, you need to pass with a C or better on all the quizzes. Please make sure you print out or you open a tab to the questions as you watch the videos. The final must be completed. So if you just do the quizzes, those are worth 1 credit. The final project is worth 1.5 credits. I will be going over the final project in this tutorial as well. So there's a total of 2.5 credits. There is also extra credit. Again, if you're looking at Google Classroom under classwork and you go down to extra credit, there's an extra credit assignment worth 1 whole English credit. Again, this must be due in by the end of the session to get credit. The rubric is right here. Please, please, please review the rubric. This tells you exactly how I'm going to grade it. If you don't follow this, I can't give you the credit for the assignment. So please make sure you follow the rubrics. Again, in Google Classroom, the rubric is listed right under the assignment. As you can see, Google Classroom has an easy layout. You start here. Your syllabus is here. That's the the Google Doc I'm going over with you today. The quiz questions for all of the 4 quizzes are listed here. Please post your questions here. Now there are 4 lessons in total. For each of the lesson, you're going to watch a video. So when you click on it, you will see a video. Again, please make sure you have a copy of the questions as you watch the video. You're going to watch the video and then you're going to take a quiz. And that's all 4 lessons. The first one's going to be about anecdotes. The second one's going to be about facts and opinions. The third one is how to use lateral reading to spot a hoax in the media. The fourth one is how does your filter bubble affect the news you get or the news you receive. This is your final project and this is extra credit. Please post any questions you have under the questions slot I will now explain your final. So your final is just going over what we learned in those 4 lessons. Part 1 is you are going to find me an article, any article about COVID-19. One should be an anecdote example, one should be an opinion example, and one should be a fact example. If you have any questions on what those are or how to spot them, please watch the corresponding video again or send me a question in Google Classroom. So what you're going to do is I found this article. ER doctor says she was fired for calling out unsafe COVID-19 conditions. This is NPR, so I'm going to copy the URL, which is at the very top, and I'm going to paste it. So that's my website, so I'm going to link it right here. I wrote in the title under where it says title. So for me, this is an opinion example. So I took out the word title, I wrote the title, I linked the video right here, or I linked the article. You can use a podcast, an article, or a video, totally up to you. And under this column, direct evidence. So I'm going back to the article I chose and I'm looking for direct evidence, something that would tell me that this is an opinion. And what I chose was this statement right here. I feel COVID is a very difficult disease. And then I went back and I copied and pasted that direct quote. So this should be in quotes and it should be a direct quote from the article. If it's a YouTube video or if it's any kind of video, you should write word for word what is being said, or same with a podcast. So this is direct evidence. This is copy and pasted from whatever article, video, or podcast that you're sharing. Now you need to justify it. You need to tell me why this is an example of an opinion. Please make sure to write 2 complete sentences. So it shouldn't be just because. They need to be complete sentences. So I wrote, one way to spot an opinion is when the words I feel are used. In this sentence, Dr. Lin talks about how he feels COVID is a very difficult disease to fight. So again, that's my explanation. It needs to be in at least 2 complete sentences. This is copy and pasted from the article, podcast, or video. Your final has 3 parts to it. This is part 1. Part 2, we're going to go into the how to spot a hoax with vertical reading. You're going to choose one of these 3 videos. Any one of these 3 videos you want. You're going to watch the video. You're going to write the name of the video you watched right here, and then you're going to laterally read. Again, refer back to the lesson if you don't remember what that means. But you're going to look up other sources that either are going to corroborate that the snowbird girl was actually chased by a bear, so you're going to find another article that confirms it, or an article that shows that it's a hoax. You're going to place that link right here. So again, this is the website, and then you're going to tell me how that validates or debunks your video. So if you see something that turmeric cures cancer, and you're going to link here a story about a woman who was cured with cancer, and the evidence is this woman says she was cured with cancer. The news source is a newspaper, so I'm using that to corroborate my evidence. Again, if you don't remember the sources that are reputable for lateral reading, please go ahead and watch the video again. This is going to be the link to the lateral reading that you did. You need at least 2 pieces of evidence. So there should be 2 different websites that you're using to debunk the video that you watched and say that it's a hoax, or to prove that it's real. And then you're going to tell me in 2 complete sentences for each one of these why it shows that it's a hoax or why it shows that it's real. At the end of part 2, you're going to decide, is this a hoax? Put an X. If it's not, maybe it's real, you're going to put an X. And then you're going to write why. And this is just a summary of these 4 combined bullet points. It doesn't need to be that long. You're just summarizing how one or both of these sources debunks or confirms that your video is real. Part 3. Please make sure to do all 3 parts for your final. Part 3, you're going to reflect on what you see in your social media feed and on other websites you visit. If you do not use social media, you do not use Snapchat, you do not use Google News, you're going to pretend that you do. And you're going to make up, or you're going to talk about, most everybody, we use some kind of social media. So what are the types of posts that you see? Are they mostly beauty related? Are they related to video games? What comes up in your news feed? And again, you're going to see these advertisements in your Snapchat. You're going to see them in, nobody uses Facebook, but you'll see them in Facebook. You'll see them in Twitter. Pay attention to the articles that are coming up, even when you Google something. Um, Remember back to the TED Talk when the two people Googled a certain country, they had very different news feeds. So try that out with a friend, somebody that you're in quarantine with. If they Google the same thing, do they get the same search results? Remember to have them use their own phone or a different computer other than yours. So you're going to write your topics, opinions, or what's inside your filter bubble. So these are things that you're normally exposed to, articles you're normally exposed to, types of opinion, things like that. You're going to write what you normally comes out in your feed or what kind of articles or websites you normally visit. Now, think about if this was all video games, like this is a website this is a video website that I go to. Every time I'm on Facebook, I get advertisements for video games, and this is all video game centric. It's safe to assume that your filter bubble is going to be video game related. So what could you expand to that's not a video game that could expand your information knowledge on the web? Could you look more about movies? Could you read more about history? What are some websites or experiences or things you can Google that will change your filter bubble? And that is part 3. And that is the end of your final. Going back to Google Classroom, everything is laid out here on the side. Please feel free to email me at any point. The more communication, the better. If you are in a place that does not have great internet or spotty service, or you're working on getting a computer, I don't know that unless you tell me. So again, all I'm asking for, you will not fail this class if you communicate with me. If you don't answer your emails and you're not in communication with me and I don't know that anything's going on and you're registered for this class, I have to give you a grade. So again, please communicate with me. I hope you all are safe and well and taking care of each other during this time. And please let me know how I can help. Have a good quarter.